Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Motivated Entrepreneurs. It says it in the background. Welcome. I am your host, Dean Booty. It is episode 238. And today it's going to be a very short, sharp episode. I say that, but it's often 9 minutes. But today I really like Jordan Harbinger. I spoke to him via email a few times. He's given me a little bit of advice. And something that he always says that I haven't done an episode about, but it's so bloody true, is dig the well before you're thirsty. Dig the well before you're thirsty. What does that mean? For example, I've got a friend and he listens to this podcast actually, so I'll know it's about him. And I won't say his name, but yeah, you know, you're going to text me and yes, it's about you. So he's a contractor and he relies on different big banks to employ him. And what he does is world class. And I say it to him all the time, it is fantastic, is that he maintains relationships with everybody. And so he's digging the well before he's thirsty. He's making sure that that relationship is as tight and is as good as possible. Because if he ever needs somebody in the industry, if he ever needs a job or a contracting job or something comes up, because that guy is always on the lookout for how he can serve other people and how he can help other people in his industry, then as soon as a job comes up, then this guy is always the first to mind. Because in contracting world, on average, you're only employed 10 months of a year, 2 months of a year, then you are looking for, you haven't got a job, you haven't got a contract. But I haven't known, apart from now, but it's by choice, I haven't known the last 5 or 6 years him being out of work. And why? Because he digs a well before he's thirsty. He looks after people. He makes sure that he gives more value to every single relationship in the industry. And so therefore he's digging the well before you're thirsty and before he's thirsty. And so I want you to look and how can you dig the well before you're thirsty? And I think it's called 6 Minute Networking or 6 Minute, something like that Jordan Harbinger's free course. And he teaches you how to dig the well before you're thirsty. If you dig the well before you're thirsty, you are never short of a job, a career. You've always got somebody to fall back on or something to fall back on. I'll give you another example. Jordan Harbinger, he was on a podcast called The Art of Charm. He built it up. And for whatever reason, the people, the powers that be, he was one of the owners as well as these other people, they had a big fallout. And Jordan decided to walk away. So he had to start from scratch 3 years ago. But what happened? He had a massive network of people that he could lean upon because he dug that well before he was thirsty. And so he started up a podcast, The Jordan Harbinger Show, with no listeners whatsoever. The other show had 4 million downloads per month. Jordan Harbinger had to start from zero. But what did he do? He lent on the people in his network, the Pat Flynn's, the JLD, all them other big people, big podcasters, all had him. He's on another podcast today that's just come through on my podcast called, oh man, I'm gonna find it. It's gonna annoy me. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna have to find it. I'll keep talking. Oh, I found it. The Essentialism. He's on the Essentialism podcast today, and when I'm recording it, he's on today. And why? Because he dug the well before he was thirsty. He maintained relationships with these people before he was thirsty. So therefore, all these people now are willing to help him out because he helped them out. I'll give you one more example. During COVID, the people who invested in me and in my storage facility, because if you don't know, it costs fucking thousands and thousands, nearly £1 million to sell this facility. I didn't have £1 million, so we got investors. And even if I did, I won't put it all in because I didn't want to put 100% of my wealth. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, I just smashed the microphone down. And normally I'd say cut, but we don't edit, we just go through. Oh no, if you're watching this on the camera, you probably see me go red now. I am definitely going red. Oh, what a stupid mistake. I apologize if I burst any eardrums. I was just getting so passionate. My hands were going everywhere. And yeah, sorry about that. Right. And so one more example. During COVID, we borrowed all the investors actually got in contact with me and said, Dean, don't worry about paying us back. You do not have to pay us back at the minute. We'll put your loans on hold and you don't have the repayment. And I was like, no. I want to pay you back. And one of the reasons is because, one, I wanted to show them that storage was a good investment. I wanted to dig this well before I'm thirsty. Before I needed any extra money for another self-storage, I wanted to prove to them that I was good and that I was a safe investment. And so whatever happened, I was going to pay them. Even if it meant that I had to take less money myself, I was going to pay them, my investors back. And so that's what we did. And now we're about to go for a third and a fourth facility. And what happens? Then people now are willing to invest in me because even during the recession, even during COVID times, they know I'm a good bet and the industry's a good bet. And that together means an investment for me. And so they're willing to invest in me. So I dug the well before I'm thirsty. My friends, I've got tons and tons of friends who, if we need any money for whatever reason, they're willing to lend us money. Why? Because we dig the well before we're thirsty. Be the 51% in any relationship. Make sure you are digging the well before you're thirsty. What do I mean by digging the well before you're thirsty? Is giving value to everybody you come across. Giving some sort of value. If you give value, then it's reciprocity. That word. It will come back to you when you need it. When you need it most, there will be people lining up to help you. I'm sure now that we've helped so many people. I've helped so many people. I'd like to think that if whatever the reason, for any circumstances, that if I needed somebody, because I've been there so much for other people, then they would be there for me. I've got a friend who's going through a divorce at the minute, a very, very mucky divorce. I try to be there as much as possible. I've been around. I've had some beers with him. I sent him texts. And I'm not doing that for any other reason apart from I want to be there for him. But I'm digging the well before I'm thirsty. If anything, God forbid, happens to me or my relationship, and I know that he would be there for me, I could lean on him. So it's not just about take. It's about give. You have to give to other people. Be value to other people. And I promise you, if you dig the well before you're thirsty, whatever the reason is for your thirst, there will be somebody there to help you out, giving you water. So please dig the well before you're thirsty. Hopefully I've explained that well, but it's so critical and important in life, in business, to have relationships and to provide value. Be there for other people and they will be there for you. And please don't do it just because you want them to be there for you, because if you give anything with expectations, then you will always be disappointed. So I said this to my friend as well. Never have expectations of other people. As soon as you have expectations from other people, that's when you get hurt. So never have expectations. Never ever give something with the expectation of receiving it back. Although, Mark, if you're listening to this, I did give you £40 for your 40th birthday. I'm expecting that £40 back. All right? For my 40th birthday. So ultimately, never ever give if you're only giving to expect something back. Give to give, not to receive. All right, my friends, hopefully this has been thought-provoking for you. Tomorrow, it's Wise Wednesdays, and it's all about misguided anger. And I love it. All right, see you soon. Bye-bye.